I think so.
No,
Also.
no. Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, when you go praises to
Oh,
Yahweh, Hashem,
sure.
Yahushai, Hashem, God, Kodash, the minds unto our elders and apostles of great milestone, and Shalom to our brothers and who push the sword and sincerity and truth to believe this gospel. Shalom. Brother Zach from Camp James, Jamaica.
Shabbat.
Now, this lesson, as well as you can see the title, Wisdom will try you. Coming to this bit, they will go and get put in situations, to basically test your integrity, to see what kind of man we are made out of. And then we're going to come to the ultimate test, which is our temptation, right? But when you come to this sphere, you know we understand what is right from wrong. Now we're going to put back in the situations or even greater situations to see what will you do. You know the right thing, right? And you're going to get some difficult situation like, oh shit, or you have to choose, left from right. Or they want to be go camp, or basically do lessons, or to basically go with family, so to speak, or your woman, or whatever. Those are the trials that will come, or basically a woman, pop up on the wrong day, camp day, Sabbath, or whatever. Those are the trials. For example, I even work with a member, they want a pizza at times, and they want the abominable, they call it pepperoni or something like that, or them order 4-in-1 where they had come in there like, no, you see me. Sometimes they need when you're hungry, it's like shit. Like the day of atonement, you see day free food that give you a red place, like what? Trials. But that's what the scripture tells us that coming to this faith, that's what we're going to face. And the trials start when we get beaten.
Yep. Alright. So this is Ecclesiasticus 2 and verse 1. So my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yes, if you come to serve the Lord, you prepare yourself for temptation. Let's get the definition of temptation real quick. From Mere Monster. Alright, this is temptation from Mere Monster. It's an act of tempting or the state of being tempted, especially to evil. Enticement, something tempting, a cause or occasion of enticement. We look up the word enticed. He said to attract artfully, um, to attract artfully or adroitly or by arousing hope or desire, tempt. So basically something like it's like a trap, basically catch you. So then create something where the flesh may be lust after or you may have a desire towards you, if you lure you in to do something that's wrong, you know, right? To see where you're going to stand up for. If you're going to follow the flesh, and do know what you know is wrong, or you're going to hold fast. Right?
So this continue. So my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thine heart aright and constantly endure.
Constantly endure, so it's about, you know, lean, never throw in the towel, it's constantly endure because funny, seeing Jacob from, what you want. Jacob, like, him get tired, we still say, run out the streets, the devil out there, man, fire house out the darts of for people to basically get them to continue going evil, doing the wrong things, you say, well, you put a battle towards them out, you know, right, but in this fire, it's about unto death. The scripture tells, let's get this real quick. In the book of Second Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 57, it says, Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, Choose the life that thou mayest live. And life is basically the commandments, you know, and the words of the Most High. It says, Nevertheless, they believed not him, nor yet the prophets after him, nor known are me, which have spoken unto them, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. You know, and so it's a give diligence to make the carnal election sure. So once and diligence go back to what? You're fully attentive to something. You know, so it's what prepare yourself for temptation and constantly endure.
You can't do.
Run.
And so constantly endure because the temptation will come constantly.
Yeah, man.
They never stop. You know, as you feel like you get over one, then another one come up. And now come the way or the first one come. They come different. So you always face temptation, man. As long as you're in the flesh, as long as you're upon the earth, you'll always face it.
Hey, because even when we go to the scripture and this may have to get over, but the scripture tells us the devil left Yahushua for a little season. Never say left forever.
Yeah.
In Matthew 2. Number 3. I'm not exactly sure it is.
Yeah, but Yahushua feels the same temptation. You know.
Let's not get the point. So let's go down to it's a liberty. But another one of the gospel let me say it's for a season. You know, you know, say this not much in the
I'm going to read from
yeah, man.
Alright, so looking Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 2 says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, so may not ease in the time of trouble. Alright, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayst be increased at thy last end. You know, so the key thing there is you cleave unto Yahweh washing our shine, you know, and at the last end, you know what I mean, we are reaching a situation, even at time to come, the ultimate judgment as the asking for. You know what I mean? We're reaching a situation, or you might reach a situation where you're there at the last, at the wits end, at the last, and you can't really do nothing to save yourself. And that time you're supposed to hold on the Albash notion. Remember all of the lessons then we'll go into all the things that we have teach for years. That at the time because all of these things since we come to this truth, and we've been teaching up to this time, all of these things are going to be tested. If you really believe what you was teaching all these years. See?
And that's what wisdom do right now. You see you believe something, alright, this is where you read, this is where you see your whole past, so alright, we'll get put in a situation, to test it. So alright, do you really believe? Alright, we'll see. And then that's because when we come to the truth, you will sign up for. We sign up for give a life over. This is scripture tells in Romans 12. Put our bodies a living sacrifice, and so we agree, to give up even our own lives. To say no man that cometh meet to me, and yet it not mother, father, brother, and his own life also. It's going to work here to go up to disregard. So we agree. So alright, yes, yeah, I agree. Alright, so here we are going now. We actually know a situation, we have to make one decision. You have to make a decision where is it they spend time with their family, or you have to go park camp. And they might find it out, They might say, yo, you don't spend no time with me, yo, you don't do this, yo, do that. Make a decision now.
That one of the ways that I tell you because the scriptures is not just reading it on paper, it's life, and it's not just, if you understand, it's not just on the paper, it's a liberty, it's a way of life, So when you read all of these things, you can read on ways, yes, you can read the scriptures properly. But when you come on to the test and the practical, to really do it, Trust me, man. There come a time when like man always a walk around and say, oh, nobody, my body still.
Mm-hmm.
There will come a time when you have to prove
About this.
your bodies, man. So, that is what wisdom doing to us, man, in our everyday life.
Proof of fidelity. It's a James 1 verse 22. It's about, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself, and goeth behold himself, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. So wisdom make sure say, all right, me I try you.
Mhm.
Me I see you, me I see if you believe, because basically here say well, we're going to see if through wisdom, right? Wisdom and knowledge shall be stability at times. When not enough of wisdom stay with us, she have basically trust with. It's like a woman.
Mhm.
A woman before she walk me foot, a real woman, before she walk me foot, by right she normally test you.
Mhm.
To see if you're a real man who just knows one little box and then cut left hard. So she play her games or whatever and she try it. Same with wisdom. Before wisdom basically steal herself, she try with soul, try with spirit. See, or you only hear, for the time being, when I really, really, really want,
Yeah.
referring to wisdom.
Yeah. Okay, let's start to anybody can come and read the scriptures and that is scriptures they are the devil also believe and tremble, So there come a time when that seeking, wisdom will really see what and self saving what maybe a lot of brothers even we know among you, we get seated when we hold fast to the wisdom and knowledge that we have watching and shine and the test is about to come. You have to really see what you was made of. You have to really prove things and you have speak for years as you before and if you really believe or you really stand by them. Because every man can talk, you know. But for what? It will be a rocky road, because a test is supposed to be seen. Now go further and or
Yeah, you get it, right? One, this is Ecclesiastical 6 and verse start at 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not easy to credit him.
Yahushua call us friends,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yahushua is not call us no more servant, but friends. So if we're a friend of Yahushua, then Yahushua will prove us.
Mm-hmm.
Because a friend of get is supposed to prove them with the word for their
Mhm.
friend. Because it's just what a friend cannot be known in
Prosperity.
prosperity. You know? So we are in a prosperous time where it's a prosperous, but dangerous time will become, and we're in a time where we can really see each other and not really now go on. We have reached a time
For the evil year.
for the evil days. We have reached a time when the evil days are upon us. And you have to go, you hold fast with the things that you have watching.
Yeah. And we start in small phases right now. Because we have the grand test coming up. So wisdom though it put us in the most side ultimately, put us in some segments, separate us out and put you in a situation there, put you in a situation there and see you react. Like for example right now, the job, if you don't do the job you suffer losing your job. So it's like that's a small test because we'll come out and we'll say, yo, guess what? We'll lose everything for your abortion or shy. We chat bold. We fuck the job, fuck the society.
It's your car. Yes. Yeah. See the power card.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
now we get no on a small level you will get tried. You waste you really don't look for job. So maybe sure if you maybe you would die job when your boss come and say if you don't cut your beard and do this and you need to start work on them days there and put in some overtime else you can't stay here. Like well, you see me what you gonna do? Or you gonna cut your beard and outline, breaking the laws them, and basically no longer can be able to go camp on them thing because you have to put in the time. Or you gonna say, all right, boss, you know what? fuck you. Yeah, I just want to know.
Yeah.
So that.
This is Ecclesiasticus 4 and verse 70. And it's speaking about wisdom. He said, for at the first she will walk with him by the crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him.
Yeah. So at times when you whereas in initiation basically you come to this sphere, you have to start sharing a whole heap of things and you start getting mocked. You start ridicule your parents and what the fuck you carrying here? You see me? Friends start mock you and you start to change over your life and now you know yeah shit the whole man. That is the initial stage. You have to make a grand change. You know, you have to learn the laws, then thou shalt not eat. When I say thou shalt not eat still, but you're not supposed to eat pork, shellfish, commit adultery, keep the Sabbath, bless your ability, don't outline, you know, right? No idolatry. All them things we have to start keep them, you know, I say, yo, have so much things, you know, and it become a weight, you know, right? Like, it's true, tell you, and any man coming to me, you have basically take up a cross and follow him. You know, because in this life, you know, we are in this flesh, we express a lust unto envy, lust unto evil. You know, you have to constantly fight against it, so you must constantly endure, you know, and wisdom, it constantly refine us. Fix that, change that, stop that shit. You know, that's the cookie ways. You know, give some raw sleep. You know, strict parent.
Yep.
Right?
All right. So bring fear and dread upon him and torment him with her
Their
disciplines
Mhm.
until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
Try by laws. The laws them going to put before you and you're going to get tried. You know, which one you're going to do? You know, you're going to get maybe you know, financial situation. Right, when we play over tomorrow.
Yeah.
You see me? You get tried. You see me? Yo, we're good still for always pray for the spirit of discernment. We know see this is a trial. Everything is a trial. You know? Right. And sometimes you know, we don't even know seeing one trial because a trial is a trial. The trial is a part of a trial. In the different segments of it.
Yeah.
You know, like they think, yeah, you know, so this one tries to go, yeah, give a pretty grand trial of it. Yeah, so wisdom work, yo. Every single thing at all given points, yo, we always been tried and proven to see what kind of material we make out of. You know, if we will go kind of say, endure, either endure it unto the end.
Yeah.
You know, the same shall be saved.
Because as you said, that a lot of brothers fall off a true because when wisdom try them, you know what I mean, and fail, you know, and crooked ways, maybe things and to burn some on the mind in order to look back out. But when wisdom search them out and try them and put all of these tests, you know, then a lot of men buckle and, you know, they mess with away, you know, which is the will of Yahweh, you know, shall just the same, you know, but as long as it find you true, you know what I mean, and sincere, you know, and hey, you know, it'll go well with you.
Yeah, cause wisdom. To be honest, yo, you know, wisdom, getting wisdom in this world, yo, and light. You know, you know the right thing and know the consequences of doing the wrong thing.
Much wisdom come
Much grief, you know. Like either increases knowledge, increases sorrow. You know, because now you start and you scripture say, either knew it is Lord will and do it not. Now will be many stripes, so even worse with it. That's a you see me? Right, so that even become a more heavier weight. Now you know the consequences. You say, oh shit, we have to do this. Maybe the one really cool. No, and when they finish this, see this real quick. I'm just going to remember this. Continue.
Right. So it's back in Ecclesiasticus 4 and verse 18. He said, then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and shew him her secrets. But if he go wrong, right, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruins. Right? Speaking about, as I said before, a lot of men, because when I came in, I saw a lot of men, you know, and they were hard. But I guess, you know, wisdom tried and I guess it was too much, and they just follow by the rules and we pray. Yeah, watch me and try to keep brothers in the right mindset to endure all of this, man. One thing is, always know that is a test, man. You just say, God, give, or this guy is
God never gave one when you
one can be a
Don't jinx it. We can get it fixed.
Yeah, yeah. So, as long as you realize, look, you have been tested, then everything, it wouldn't be so much harder than the mind because say with the test, as the scripture will tell you a lot of them.
This is 1 Corinthians 10, verse 12. It says, wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Exactly. See, exactly. See, so when we come to this truth, man, we know we will sign up for that first place. We know you're going to be tested through, the period of time when you're in this truth. Right? And the test move from the scarfers, to even some of the simple things, man, some demons where they just creep upon you and say, oh, yeah. Simple things like even seeing a brother doing something and even approaching him or elder brother or some of these things. You know what I mean? And the feeling when you give it as a whoa, like you have to fight it out even to do lessons. Even for the lessons, man, you have demons creating your mind.
Lazy demon.
Lazy demon, slothfulness. All of these tests, and if you keep on feeling them, and even if you pass them and you're still not learning from them, you can work out for the detriment.
Hey guys, when I we always done this as well, see a lot brothers, what was brothers, for Peter was like the word. Guys keep tell us about the parable. So someone for some fall by the wayside, some fall among thorns, some fall upon the stone, stony ground, yeah. It's to say they have fears of this, like fears of their life, choke the word. And by it's offended, man say, well, me and my family if you go to you have your work and this and that you want, then basically forsake the ministry, them first love. That's a part of the test as well, because if we are going to choose, are we going to choose our first love, or are we going to choose madness? Yeah, man, anyway, they can say, man, you say, what am I do? If we never know the truth, I'm saying, ask me you that way, man.
Yeah, conquering the sauce, the madness.
May I have precept of the quote? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 17. It's and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
Right, because now wisdom and you understand things and every day you have to live in a sinful society. I know that you can't do nothing. I mean, you can keep the laws to the best of your ability, but you see the behavior of our people and what Esau do, the food, all of these things, man, you get wisdom understanding now how wicked society is. You grieve day and night, as well as reason in the evil, I think what you say, like you can't, it's like you automatically have your side in crime, and like, yeah, you automatically because the society is so freaking wicked, you know, and you don't have the law, how about she and your interest at all, none at all, you know what I mean? So the more you grow in wisdom, and you start to get like it's like, you get this even burdensome.
When it become a burden because no so I take place to feel it. It's like the move we always go the matrix, remember
Yeah, aside from yeah.
Because it's easier to basically this ignorance is bliss. Because when you just go through. But we want the wisdom now, you get everything raw in your face. And you can't ignore nothing. You have to deal with it. You know. And that's why Scripture says this when you go to Sirach chapter 5 and verse 20. So she is very unpleasant to the unlearned.
Mhm.
He that is without understanding will not remain with her. She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from um him here it belong. Tired of this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't mean when you bird or something like that. Bird or something, and it hard to bear. It weird on the mind because at the same point, before they come out, it's true, they never care about anything.
Mhm.
There's a go through life. So,
Yeah.
you have to care about this. You have to make sure you do that. Wow. And that's why I told to other people. Then we always see this truth as something that hinder them from living their best life according to them actually. You know?
Yeah, because when I made it, let me see. It's in my, it's in my yeah.
So it always I will look like it hinder them from do what they want to do. You know, as I always I say, oh, when you hate how washing out shot.
Yeah, remember now, don't have much of a shy. Guys, people say, folly is setting your dignity, because this is it now. Wickedness is rewarded in society, and doing the right thing seems to either depart from evil, make yourself afraid, So if you want the right thing in the society, there is no glory, there is no reward on this side, that is, so you're more pushed to do the wickedness. For example, if a woman supposed to choose a man supposed to fuck this shit, you know, who shall we choose? One man with a beard, no outline, him no in no fancy dress clothing, or versus a fully cut man, who is established in society, and I'm suit and tie, I'm Louis Vuitton or whatever, she'll choose the man in the gear girl according to the scripture, right? So you are you're nobody, So it's like, and of course, you want, a spirit, for basically be you don't want to be the nobody, so to speak. But the most of your spirit is a fucking
Yeah,
space,
exactly.
But on a level, you're saying, like for example, for a woman, if a woman say you shall stick with her man, or if her man put in hand on her, no one could be still, girl, or even her family, her mother say, yeah, you still do with him, But according to the scripture, she's supposed to leave, So following the laws, and statutes in society, following truth, right? You are persecuted, you're looked down upon, and people, and everybody can bear that. So someone say, fuck it, no go do wickedness. That's why scripture say what they receive benefits. If a woman come out and say, yo, she are independent woman and no man can rule her, she's glorified. She's this is an independent, strong black woman. But if a woman come out and say, no, you're supposed to come under one man, your husband is supposed to serve him. How can I hear that in this guy?
You misogynist.
Yeah.
You hate woman.
Let's see, verse 22, it says, for wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. It said, give here, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel, and put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain. So, it said, bow down thy shoulder, and bear her. It said, bear her.
Yeah.
So, let's take it. Let's deal with it. Because at the end of the day, Scripture said what? Though the old one man, yeah, he said the inward man is renewed day by day. So it's all about the spirit. So and then the idea what get delivered? The spirit and the flesh.
Yeah.
So the wisdom actually refine our spirit, mold us unto perfection.
At least don't let it alone. But you see through the flesh, it have too much feelings attached to it. So every time you get this, you get your feelings, most of the things, and some of the time that hinder you from really passing the test.
The feelings.
But if you distract and you cause a lot of that, man, whatever rough, but you cause a lot of that, man, then you slowly become, the inward man, you start to get refined,
Yeah.
That are the aim of wisdom to define it.
It said, bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds. So don't, this is how you breathe. You know, it's like, for example, going to the gym. You go to the gym, of course, you have to strain your muscle them, you have to tear them, and then you heal back. First time, man, I mean, I lift this bread, this heavy. Why am I for come out here and sweat every day and tie it up myself? You know, it's all you look on it. First time, man, will say, yo, in order to build still, I'm do this, you know, push it. You know, in a couple months, you know, we're building up our fit. In the versus the man, you just how weak and, you know, pop down. Right, that's wisdom. Wisdom, it can build you, you know, and how you view it. No, I said, it's too heavy, brother, we can't do this. And you find yourself as a, you know, it's really a nigga. Right? It says, come unto her with thy whole heart and keep her ways with all thy power. So do your best. You know, it's basically whatever thou findest thy hand to do, whatever thou settest thy hand to do it with thy might. It says, search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go. It says, for at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. For there is a golden ornament upon her, and her bands are purple lace. Thou shalt put her on as a robe of honor, and shall put her about thee as a crown of joy. You know, because in a day or in a kingdom of heaven, when it's manifested, then whenever, you know, the lake, you know, right? So tell about in the book of Deuteronomy. So basically, as we are part of the lake, you're going to shine. You will have that glow, literally. You know, one of that fame as well. These are the elect, you know, the men that stood so stiffly to the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, what nothing at all, them give up everything. Right now, it's heavy, it's hard, and like say, oh, I tell you, it's an easy thing. You know, if you just drop everything, you know, and at all times, pushing the truth first while still in this flesh. You know, it's not easier, but it's just a trial. You know, we have to try and we have to pray for the spirit and then have endurance to pass these tests.
And pray for each other because as the time go closer, as I mentioned even before, you know, the seeds are getting worn out because just with the food, this whole place, you know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, brothers would like to do like regular lessons, you know, through the week and stuff, you know what I mean? But as you said the spirits, you know what I mean? We each of us have to really take responsibility and do fasting and prayer and all of that, you know what I mean? To catch up, you know, because there's a part of wisdom also, you know, to know what to do when you're lacking, you know. And we have the tools. You know, those are the tools now we need to catch up. So we need to use them.
We easy to slack off. Easy to do nothing.
Exactly.
Easy to slack off. Even a fasting, you know, you still affect the body. You feel pain. Easy for when you have some fried chicken. You know?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 7 verse 20, let's start 27. It's speaking about wisdom, it's and being but one, she can do all things and remain in herself, and make it all things new, and in all ages enter into holy souls, right? She make them friends of the Hawabah Shinoshai
Yeah,
and
sure.
prophets.
Friends. You know, you say what before you get friend and prove it. So that's what wisdom will do. She prove to see if you really are the friend. You know, because you know when trouble hit you, you see your virgin. You got away with that.
Yeah.
You see you take for yourself. You're alone out there. So that wisdom will do your wisdom will try us. You see oh when she did the fun, guys we say who will rise up for me against the evil doer? You know, the most I basically prove us through wisdom, you know, if when she did the fun, the money I was stand up for me same way. You know?
Making them friends of Yahweh, Shai and prophets. Verse 28. For Yahweh, Shai, loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. To the end of the point. The Lord loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
You know, the wisdom and most and another.
Yeah,
Yeah, we love in your wisdom.
yeah. Right. The Lord no love a fool. You know? This is Galatians 4 and verse 1. He said, now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors, right, until the time appointed of the Father.
And that's us right now. We're the tutors and governors, basically law, which is our schoolmaster, which is going to say. You know, oh no way I get trained, you know, no way I get disciplined until you basically come up a time of age, you know. And we say, "Alright, you're good now."
You know, just like you have a son, you know, you're a king, you have a son, but you can't just give him a tune like that. You have to bring him through, you have to test him and see, say, he's worthy for the tune. Because
teach him, and you prove him first. We are learning. Right. That's why even when you go to school, you get tests. So wait, the teacher had this through the years. We are learning. You know, even if, like, for example, you have a family business, you know, someone says, test it, wait, it's not really carrying family business or man crashing. You know, so you prove you basically maybe you say, you running for that area. Is me, and then you breathe. Then when you hear don't know, you look on the other way and do. It's alright, then look like you can run in it and you go, you fix this or fix that, this so. Right, you're proving, you train everybody. You know?
And so it seems like the same way the princes of the earth, right, which we are going to obtain, is there for us, man. You know, as we are part of it. But you know, we have to go through this trials, you know, to work, you know. Right? But under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father, even so we, when we were children, right, were in bondage under the elements of the world. Got it? But when the fullness, the time was come, Yahweh sent his Son and made of a woman under the law to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. Because ye are sons of Yahweh Bashina Shai sent forth, sons. So Yahweh sent forth the spirit of his Son.
What was the school master? Which way is that? Is that the first one? But that's a see, the trial, the test. You completed it us. You never next. Alright, so with that, that's the lesson, what goes very far into lick out there. Giving our verse for the whole or Shem or Shai or Shem or Kodash. The honors unto elders and apostles of great and stone. Shalom.